Hello students, today we are going to start compound interest. So on the screen you can see compound interest formulas. A is amount. A is equal to P into 1 plus R raised to N, where P is principal, R is rate of interest and N is number of years. Okay, here when I am saying P into 1 plus R, R means suppose my interest rate is 9%. When I say 9%, 9% means 9 upon 100, right, which is 0.09. So here when rate of interest is 9%, I'll be writing 0.09. Okay, so if I write my formula like this, A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. Now in that case I'll write 9% as 9 upon 100. Okay, so because I'm not writing divide by 100, so we'll write percentage in decimal form. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so compound interest is like any interest, that is amount minus principal, right? So because this is compound interest, so amount is P into 1 plus R raised to N. Okay, so my compound interest formula is P into 1 plus R raised to N minus P. Okay, so this formula, okay, where CI is equal to P into 1 plus R raised to N minus P is derived from this formula itself. It's one and the same thing. Okay, now suppose in the exam amount is not given, okay, and you are asked to find principal. Now in that case you will use this formula. P is equal to compound interest upon 1 plus R raised to N minus 1. Okay, so you can mark this as important. Okay, this formula is used when compound interest is given and A amount is not given. Okay, and you are supposed to find principal. Okay, so in that case, if amount is not given, then you won't be able to derive P using this formula, right? Because you don't have P as well as A. Okay, so suppose if amount is not given in the question, principal is asked, compound interest is given, then in that case you will be using this formula, that is P is equal to compound interest divided by 1 plus R raised to N minus 1. Okay, other two formulas, which is to find R and T. T means N. Okay, T and N is same. When I was in school we used to use N instead of T. Okay, so I have a habit of writing N instead of T. T means term, right? So I'll just change here. Okay, so my formula here will become A into 1 plus R raised to T. T is time taken, okay, number of years, and N also means the same thing. Okay, so compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R raised to T minus P. Okay, so T and N is one and the same thing. Okay, now T is term, like if I am taking 5 years, 6 years, okay, the period will be given, no, compound interest for how many period, so that term is T. Okay, so now if R is asked, Okay. Or if T is asked, it can be difficult to use these formulas and calculate. It can be difficult. So there is a simple formula in which you need to know how to calculate log table. Okay, how to calculate log table, I have already done the video. I'll put it in the description below. Okay, the link I'll share it in the description. So so you need to know how to read log table and anti-log table. Okay, so to find R, okay, the formula is anti-log of log A minus log P upon N minus 1. Okay, so in this case, first you will solve this bracket, and then you will solve this bracket, and then finally minus 1. Okay, to find R, you have to by heart these formula. It is very important. You can expect at least 2 sums, okay, 4 marks each, where you have to find R or T, and you might, okay, at least one problem will come for sure. I am expecting more than 2, okay, which might carry more than 8 marks. So, and it takes less than 5 minutes to solve these problems. So less than 5 minutes you can score 8 marks. Okay, it's a very good deal, right? So make sure you by heart this formula without fail. Okay, and solve the problems so that you come to know that if you are making mistake or not. Okay, if you are making some mistake, you can just do the correction, right? So yeah, solve the problems and practice. Just don't keep on just reading the sums. Okay, so these formulas are very important. Okay, make sure you have by hearted these formulas. Okay, now let's start solving from the first problem of my compound interest and 14th problem of this part. Okay, find compound interest on rupees 7,525 for 4 years at 7% per annum. Okay, let us write what all is given. You are supposed to find compound interest. Okay, you are supposed to find compound interest. So compound interest you don't know. Okay, T or N, okay, is 4 years. So T is equal to 4 years. Okay, R is 7%. 7% means 0.07. Okay, and what is asked? And P, principal. Okay, so find the compound interest on rupees 7525. So this is my principal. Okay, P is given as 7525, and you are supposed to find compound interest. So compound interest formula we know, CI is equal to A minus P, and A is P into 1 plus R raised to T, right? So this is A minus P. So this is the formula for compound interest. We'll use this formula and find compound interest. Okay, P is 7525, right? 1 plus R, which is 0.07, raised to T, which is 4 years, minus P, 7525. Okay, so which is 7525 into 1.07 raised to 4 minus 7525. Now we'll solve this bracket. Okay, 1.07 raised to 4. 1.07 raised to 4 means 1.07 into 1.07 into 1.07 into 1.07, right? So I cannot keep on doing that. Okay, so what I am doing, 1.07 into then is equal to, when I click, is equal to, this is 1.07 into 1.07. Okay, I want 4 times, right? So I'll click is equal to again. Now this is 1.07 into 1.07 into 1.07. So this is 1.07 cube. I want 1.07 raised to 4, right? So I'll click is equal to again. Now this is 1.07 raised to 4, which is 1.31079. Okay, which can be written as 1.3108. We'll keep 4 decimals. Always keep 4 decimals. Okay, so 1.07 raised to 4 is 1.3108. I'm rounding it off. So 7525 1 point, how much it was? 3108. 3108 minus 7525. Let's multiply this with this. Okay, it's already there in the, this is already there in the calculator, right? So I don't want to increase my one step. I'll just multiply this, 1.310796 and so on with 7525 into 7525. Okay, now when I multiply, it becomes 9863.73997. So which I will round it off with 4 decimal. So this makes it 9863.7400. 9863 9863.7400 minus 7525. So I'll just subtract 7525 minus 7525. I'll get 2338. 2338.7400. So this is my final answer. Okay, 2388.74. Okay, so compound interest is 2338.74. Okay. Okay, I'll just explain how I calculated this, that is 1.07 raised to 4 in a calculator. Okay, instead of doing 1.07 into 1.07 into 1.07, what you can do is 1.07 in your calculator, press into twice. Okay, then is equal to 3 times, that is 234. Okay, so I have pressed is equal to 3 times. I'll get 1.07 raised to 4. Okay, now if I want to calculate 2 square, so what I can do, 2 into is equal to, I'll get 2 into 2. Okay, and I press is equal to again, I get 2 cube, that is into 2. I want 2 raised to 4, I press is equal to again. Okay, so what you are supposed to do, 2 into press twice in your calculator. Okay, then when you press is equal to, this is square. When you press is equal to again, this is cube. When you press is equal to again, it is 4 times. When you press is equal to again, it is 5 times. Okay. Okay. I'm sure your teacher might have taught you already in the class. Okay. I'm just repeating what is already taught to you all. Okay. And one more thing, because of the decimal point, there can be difference of 1 or 2 plus minus. That's okay. Okay, nobody will deduct marks for that. Okay. Now, let us see the next question. I'll just change the color of the pen. Red is too bright for me. Okay. Now, calculate the amount and interest on rupees 2,50,600 for 15 years, allowing compound interest at 10%. Okay. So here P is equal to rupees 2,50,600. T is equal to 15 years and rate of interest is 10%, which is 0.10. Okay. And you are supposed to calculate the amount and interest. You are supposed to find both amount as well as interest. Let us find amount first. Amount is equal to P into 1 plus R raised to N or raised to T. Okay. P is 2,50,600. 1 plus R is 0.10 raised to T. T is 15 years. Okay. Now, next step, I'll just reduce this. I'll just solve the bracket. 1.1 raised to 15. Okay. 1.1 raised to 15 means, let's calculate in the calculator. With the help of the calculator, we can just solve it. So 1.1 then into then is equal to 14 times, because it was 1.1 raised to 15, right? Or you can start with 2, 3, 4, okay, that way. So is equal to 14 times you have to click. Okay, this is 1.1. First is equal to a square. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 14 times I have clicked is equal to find out 1.1 raised to 15. So this is 4.1772. Okay. And this multiplied by principal amount. How much was the principal? 2,50,600 multiplied by 2,50,600. So this is 10,46,818.39. Okay. If you keep only 4 decimals, the answer will change. We have kept all the decimals from while we multiplied, right? So the answer can differ. Okay. So now we got 10,46,818.39, right? Let us see what answer we get if we keep only 4 decimals. We have kept all the decimals, and so we got 10,46,818.39. So 10,46,818.39. Okay, A comes to 10,46,818.39. Let's keep only 4 decimals for 1.1 raised to 15 and check the answer. Okay, so 1.1 raised to 15. Okay, for this, okay, let us keep only 4 decimals and let's check how much is the difference. Okay, so 1.1 into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it comes to 4.1772, correct? So here I am, 4.1772 into 250600. Okay. Now I am keeping only 4 decimals and checking the answer. Okay. So okay. So 2,50,600 multiplied by, we are keeping only 4 decimals, which is 4 point, how much it was? 1772. 4.1772. Okay. Now it's coming 10,46,806.32. So 10,46,806.32. See the difference. When we keep all the decimal, we got 18 and now we are getting 06. Correct? So 12 rupees difference it is coming. Okay. So in the exam, I'll advise you all, do not keep all the decimals. Okay. If you keep this also, it's okay. Okay. But your answer will differ. Always keep only 4 decimals. That is the better way of, in the scheme, we use 4 decimals. While solving, we use 4 decimals. So always make sure you are keeping 4 decimals. So this would be better. If you keep 4 decimals, that is better. Okay. So let's keep 4 decimals only. Okay. So this is your answer. So 10,46,806. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, amount we have found. They have asked you to find amount as well as interest. So, interest is, compound interest is amount minus principal. So, 10,46,806.32 minus 2,50,600, which comes to rupees 7,96,206. Okay. Okay. Now let us solve the next problem. Okay. Find the interest on rupees 2,000 at 5% per annum compounded annually for 6.5 years. Okay. 6.5 years means it's 6 years and 6 months. Fine. So whenever there is a fraction, okay, it's 6.5, right? 6.5 years means 6 years plus half year. Okay, so there is a fraction there, it is not a whole year, correct? In that case, the formula is, okay, so amount is equal to 1p into 1 plus r raised to t, where you will take only 6, where you will take 6 years, you will not take 0.5 years. Okay, you will not take that half, you will take only the full number of years. Okay, so here t will be 6 in this question, and then in one more bracket you will take the remaining 0.05. Okay, so that is 1 plus, we'll write kr, the fraction. Okay, so this is the formula. Let the fraction be k. Okay, we'll name it k. So a is equal to p into 1 plus r raised to t into 1 plus kr. Okay, you will not do raised to t or whatever for the second bracket. So this formula is also very important. You can expect this question also in the exam. Okay, where that 0.5 years, there is 6.5 years, right? The 0.5 years is like the 6, with this, in this you are calculating 6 years, and this bracket is calculating remaining 0.5 months. Okay, so just remember this formula, which you can see, which I have put it in the box. Okay, so let's calculate. Find the interest on rupees 2000. So that means my P is equal to 2000. R is 5%, which is 0.05. Many students write 0.50. If you write 0.5, okay, many students write 0.5 instead of writing 0.05. So 0.5 means 50, this 0.5 becomes 50%, not 5%. Okay, 5% is 0.05. Okay, so R is 0.05, or if you think you are getting confused, 5% means 5% means 5 by 100. Just take your calculator, do 5 divided by 100. Okay, you will get 0.05. Okay, and T is, here the term is 6.5 years. That means T is equal to 6.5, which is 6 plus 1 by 2. Okay, so this, let this be my T and this will be my K. Okay, so I will not write T is equal to 6.5 years. Okay, so I'll write T is equal to T is equal to 6 years, and K is equal to 0.5, or I can also write 1 by 2. Okay, okay, or because it is in months, I can, instead of writing 0.05, I can write 0.05 also. But suppose in the exam it's given 6 years 7 months, so many students tend to write 0.7. Okay, K is equal to 0.7, which is wrong. Okay, so 6.5 years means 6.5 years means 6 years and 6 months, right? 0.5 means 6 months, correct? So K is equal to, you can write like this way, 6 upon 12, like out of 12 months 6 months. Okay, and 6 upon 12 means, this means 1 by 2 only, right? So if in the exam 7 months is given, okay, in the exam 6 years and 7 months is given, don't write 0.7, then this becomes wrong. Okay, so if it is 7 months, that means k will be 7 by 12. Okay, if it is 6 months, k will be 6 by 12. Okay, if it's given 8 months, k will be 8 by 12. Here it is given 0.5 years, so k is 0.5. 0.5 years means 6 months, not 5 months. Okay, 6 months means half a year, right? Okay, now anyway, k I can write it as 0.5, okay, or I can write 1 by 2, or I can write 6 by 12 also. It's one and the same thing. Okay, now let's start. Okay, so the formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus R raised to T into 1 plus KR. Okay, now here P is 2000, 1 plus R is 0.05, T is 6 years, 1 plus K is 0.5 or 6 by 12. I can use anything. Okay, the answer is going to come same. K is 6 by 12. Okay, into R is 0.05. I'll just multiply. Okay, I'll put this in different bracket so that there's no confusion. Okay, I'll just multiply this, which is 6 by 12 into 0.05. 6 divided by 12 into 0.05, which is 0.025. Okay, so this is 0.025. Okay, so this is 0.025, so 0.025 plus 1, so that is 1.025, right? So is equal to 2000 into 1.05 raised to 6 into 1.025. Now let's calculate this. Okay, we'll take only 4 decimal and then we'll multiply this, that is 1.025, and we'll multiply 2000. Okay, let's calculate 1.05 raised to 6. 1.05 raised to 6 means 1.05. You will type 1.05 in your calculator, then you will click into, then click into again, and then is equal to 5 times. Okay, so into is equal to 1, is equal to 2, is equal to 3, is equal to 4, is equal to 5. So this is 1.3401. (2000) into what we got, 1.3401. 3401. Okay, now let's multiply this. 2000 into 1.3401 into 1.025. 2000 into 1.3401 into 1.025. It comes to 2747.205. 2747.205. 205 you can ignore also. 205. Okay. So this is my amount, and compound interest, find the interest. Okay, you have to find the interest. So CI is equal to A minus P. A is 2747.205 minus principal, which is 2000. So my interest is 747.205. Rupees 747.205. Okay. Let's solve the next problem. How much will 50,000 amount to in 2 years at compound interest if the rates of the successive years be 4% and 6.5% per year? Okay, here there are two rates of interest, which is 4% and 6.5%. For the first year it is 4%, for the second year it is 6.5%. When there are two rates of interest, you will use it's the same formula actually, but we are using in a different way. Now how to the formula for A is A is equal to P into 1 plus R raised to N, correct? Or raised to T, it's one and the same thing. Okay, T is number of years, right? So if the number of year is 3, then T is equal to 3. If number of year is 4, then T is equal to 4. Correct. If the number of year is 2, then T is equal to 2. Right. So when I am writing T is equal to 2, that is 1 plus R raised to 2. When I am writing this, that means I am writing like it is actually 1 plus R into 1 plus R. Right. 1 plus R into 1 plus R is 1 plus R square. Right. If I am writing raised to 3, that means it is 1 plus R into 1 plus R into 1 plus R. That means this first 1 plus R is for year 1, second 1 plus R is for year 2, third 1 plus R is for year 3. Okay. So if my rate of interest is changing, that many brackets I have to put. Okay. If my rate of interest is 4% for 2 years, then I'll write 1 plus R raised to 2, whole raised to 2. Okay. If 1 plus R whole raised to 2, and if 6.5% is for 5 years, suppose I'm calculating compound interest for 7 years. Out of I'm calculating compound interest for 7 years. Okay. Out of 7 years, for 2 years, my rate of interest is 4%. And for 5 years, my rate of interest is suppose 5%. Then there will be two brackets in the formula. Okay, first bracket will be 1 plus r raised to 2 because 4% is for 2 years. And second one will be, in the second bracket, it would be 1 plus r raised to 5 years because my second rate of interest is 5% for 5 years. Okay, so here, as my rate of interest is 4%, here my r will be 0.04. My rate of interest, second rate of interest is 5%, so here r will be 0.05 because here there are two rates of interest. I'll name first one as r1 and I'll name second one as r2. Okay, so let us solve. We'll solve 2-3 problems and I think you should be okay. Okay. Now, how much will rupees 50,000? That means my P is equal to 50,000. Amounts in 2 years at compound interest if rate of interest for the successive year is 4% and 6.5% per year. So for year 1, my R1 is 4%. And for year 2, that means my R2 is 6.5%. 4% means 0.04 and 6.5% means 0.065. Okay. Here my T is 2 years, like 0.4% is for year 1, so 1 year, and so that means my T1 is 1 and T2 is also 1. Okay, because 0.4% is for 1 year, first year, and 0.65% is also for 1 year. Right? Okay. So amount is equal to P into 1 plus R1 raised to T1 into 1 plus R2 raised to T2. So P is 50,000. 1 plus 0.04, the whole raised to 1. If I don't write 1, that's okay. And 1 plus 0.065 raised to 1. Okay. So, which is 50,000 into 1.04 into 1.065. Let's calculate this. 50,000 into 1.04 into 1.065. It comes to 55,380. 55,380. So amount is 55,380. Okay. How much will 50,000 amount to in 2 years? So amount is asked and we have calculated it. 50,380. Okay. Let's see the next problem. A certain sum of money amounts to 52,869 in 5 years at 12% compound interest. Find the sum. Okay. So here principal is asked. Amount is given as 52,869. And T is 5 years. R is 12%, which is 0.12. Principal is asked. Let's calculate principal. Principal is equal to amount upon 1 plus R raised to n. Okay, so if you see the formulas, where are the formulas? Okay, if you see the formulas, we are not using this formula, right? Principal is equal to ci 1 plus r minus 1. Okay, we are not using this formula. Okay, because we don't know simple interest. Amount is given, so we are using this formula only. A is equal to P into 1 plus R raised to T. But now I need A is given, R is also given, right? And T also we know. So we are using this formula only. Okay. Only because P is asked, I have taken this bracket this side to the other side. So multiplication becomes division, right? When I take the whole bracket to the other side, multiplication becomes division. So which makes it A upon 1 plus R raised to T is equal to P. So this formula only we are using. Oops. Okay. So yeah. So A is 52,869 divided by 1 plus 0.12 raised to 5. This can be written as 52,869 divided by 1.12 raised to 5. Let's calculate 1.12 raised to 5. 1.12 raised to 5 into and is equal to 4 times 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 1.7623. 1.7623. 1.7623. 1.7623. Okay. So 52,869 divided by 1.7623. 52,869 divided by 1.7623. Okay, which is 30,000 rupees. 30,000. Okay. Okay. So this is the next problem. On what sum of money will the compound interest at 10% per annum for 4 years amount to rupees 1,856.4? Try to solve it by your own. I will solve in the next class. That's it for the day, students. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Do try to